As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Block now on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch right, you got right. Ready, go. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Now watch one. Switch. Patch it. Seam 6.
Block taking the snap at 1. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Browns nothing.
Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll set up to throw from the gun. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 50, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield buying time to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. He's now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Mayfield. gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's now 4th down.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
John Hightower there to make the grab, and the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Locke. They'll fire one down. That's caught inside the 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 52 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 44 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jay Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st down, Locke trying to lay one up deep. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
John Hightower with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Brendan McManus.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
Mayfield.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gain of 20. And the Browns.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 2, regular. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 33 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Locke gonna go on 4th down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run by Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. He's got a first down past the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Runs over him. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
To Nick Chubb.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now whistles here. And they might have been a little too fired up to go after the punter. Mark off the 5 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, they'll learn that lesson when they review it, but it didn't cost them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
35.
And the AFC champion has been crowned. On to the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. On my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising. I'm blinded. My loss of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is dream.